Well, hey everybody, welcome back. I'm back in VR, and I'm really sorry for the amount of time that it's taken for me to get another video out. I've had a couple of changes to my career, and now I'm finally ramping up my position in the IT industry. So I've been really focusing on this new job that I got recently, and family and employment comes first. Got to make sure that I, make the money that I need to make for the wife and kids. YouTube is a side project for me. I love making videos for you guys, but sometimes I got to be an adult before I can make the fun stuff. But here we are now. I'm going to do my best to try and upload a little bit more often now that I've settled into my new job. So let's get into it. With hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades, I've figured out modding. So what better way to start out a new video than to introduce some new features through this mod menu that I will link down in the description below, where you can grab that mod menu for yourself. If you play the game and you enjoy VR and you like hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades, grab the mod menu. You can download everything inside that mod menu directly that I already have installed for this game, including this module AR and module AK mods that allows me to gunsmith a variety of different configurations out of these two platforms. So, without further ado, let's build us an AK, and let's build us an M4. And better yet, I also have another mod called Better Hands, which I'm going to show off, which allows me to better manipulate magazines while I'm playing and hold two magazines in the same hand at once, which allows for some really tactical reloads, and I think you guys are going to like that. So, I don't know a whole lot about teching with gunsmithing, so I'm going to give you guys the simple jargon, but I know enough to be able to build these things. We got here skeletonized AR-15 platform. This thing's super cool looking. On this particular model, the bolt is already assembled, ready to go for us. And we're going to start off with placing our handguard, or handle. So, we now have a working trigger. You should hear it click. Or how about I take the safety off? There it is. You hear that, right? We can hear that. Okay. Now, I'm going with a super skeletonized AR just to show off how ridiculous you can make this platform, and we're gonna have fun with that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on this 10-inch barrel here. This is the full barrel with the gas tube and everything. And then also ahead of time, even though you normally wouldn't do this, I'm also going to put on the muzzle brake, because we're gonna have the muzzle brake flush with our skeletonized handguard. So we're just gonna slap that on there. And now we have an almost complete set, including our buffer tube and skeletonized stock. That's looking real good. Liking it. And then paired with our foregrip. And then, of course, we also have some new magazines through that mod menu. These are the traditional P-mags. So I'm going to spawn like this, and it goes. And then, of course, you can't have a complete AR without a really nice looking sight. So let's just put on this generic Leopold-looking red dot right above the magwell. And I would say that's a pretty nice-looking M4 right there. So we can test fire this a little bit. Oh, probably should charge it first. Let's give this a try. Bolt locks open and everything. This works just like a traditional AR-15 would within hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades. And this thing looks really cool, in my opinion. So I think it looks rather neat. So I'm going to tuck that to the side for now, and I'll show you guys Better Hands once we're done building. Oh, didn't mean to throw that all the way over there. Come back, sir. Oh, there we go. Now, let's take a look at the AK. First part of the video is going to be in the third person. Don't worry. I know some people don't like the third person. I'll go back into that shortly. If you end up actually liking the third person gunsmithing, then I'll do it again every now and then. Just trying something different, you know? So now we got an AK-105 chambered in, where's that magazine? Here we go. PMag 545 by 39. And we are going to use that. Yeet. So make sure that fits. Yes, it does. And you'll also notice that the sounds with these custom guns are, in my opinion, a little bit cleaner from the standard AK magazine inserts. Oh, that sounds great. It almost reminds me of the sounds when you're playing Escape from Tarkov, which we're going to make a Tarkov gun because this is all Zentico furniture. So we're going to pull that up for now. Let's put on our Zentico stock. Normally this is extendable and foldable, and I don't think this is, but that's okay because we're not really looking for that functionality. I am putting on a rear sight mounted, why am I not thinking this? Dust cover, and that's going to go right on here. And this dust cover does come with a rail on top, which we will put on a sight momentarily. And then we've got that classic tactical AK'd up Zentico handguard. I'm just going to snap that on there just the exact same way we would with the MP5 mods and AK mods. And then we're going to place a stubby AK style grip so that way we can have that improved control without it inhibiting the ability to insert that magazine. So those stubby grips are really important for an AK platform. Then we're just going to wrap it up with the most, let's get the right one, the most ridiculous looking muzzle brake for AKs that I've ever seen. And this just simply redirects all of that gas straight up so that you can have that zero recoil. So now, in with the mag. Safety off. Pretty sure I'm in semi-auto at the moment. And now we've got a pretty nice looking Zentico platform AK built for us to use. So aiming down sights. Now full auto. And we're out. So now here's where Better Hands comes in. I'm empty. Normally, the workflow in VR from when you've watched me play in the past is I would go to reload and I would just take the mag out, toss, grab a new one in, and then I would pull that bolt back. Now, with Better Hands, instead of just using one mag at a time, or my other solution, which was to mag knock, if I can do it right on this model, and then in. Now, with Better Hands, I can grab with my normal grip trigger on my left hand, and then if I tap the trigger, it converts the mag to the side of my hand and then gives me 2 more points of grabbing. So with these grab points, now this mag is basically in its own separate state, staying with my hand, and I can freely let go of my grip, grab the other mag, and then insert the new one, if it works properly right now. There we go. And it lets me either retain this mag, so if I'm playing take and hold, I can throw it to my vest and keep that magazine. Or if I just want to reload for the sake of looking cool, I can grab, replace, and then just toss the other one to the side and keep shooting. And you know, it would look better if I actually did it right the first time, but that's okay. So clearly, I need to practice with this a little bit more. Get on out of here. So now, let's go back into first person and let's maybe come up with some other configurations of that AK platform because I'm really enjoying the crafting of the AKs. You know, the AR-15 is pretty fun, but it's an AR. I am a huge fan of the AK, so let's play with that a little bit more, and I'll see you guys in first person. Alright, I thought while standing in first person, I'd show everyone just how ridiculous these setups can get. So we're going to do another AK-105 because I really like the 105 platform with that shorter barrel, that 5.45 by 39 ammo type, and you can make these look really cool, man. So I'm going to do this really interesting red build that I found digging through all the new parts lists that are compatible with these modular systems. We're gonna build something ridiculous. That's what I want to do. So again, we're gonna get another railed buffer tube on. This one is a slightly different model from the one that you saw before. And we got this really, really cool, like, plum anodized red handguard. That, I think, is already looking real neat. And we're just gonna stick that, oh yeah. Then, You can't have plum. You can't have plum without a plum magazine. That should, yeah, that fits real good. That's actually really nice. I am already a huge fan of this setup, and I think I want to keep this in my vault for future use. And then let's top it off with a sight. I'm going to make this look as neato as possible. So I'm thinking we're going to keep it nice and simple like that. And that is a nice looking AK, if I don't say so myself. So let's try this again, and we'll try that Better Hands mod. Okay, so I'm out. Now, like I said, I have my little squeezy trigger on the grip of my controller. I pick up the first mag, then I tap the trigger, and that opens up my hand for another mag. Now I just pull out, and then palm in, and then it retains this other hand for me to put down in my vest if I were to so choose, or if I just wanted to be cool and swap that mag, I could take the other one and just toss it away. Or if I really wanted to, I could even hold the mag on hand, grip that gun, and then I could easily just let go and have another mag to swap whenever I want. And, you know, of course I'm losing some field of view with having the mag in the way, but if I really wanted to play as efficiently as possible in a take and hold, then I could just offhand a mag and have it ready to go. But this isn't take and hold. We're just going to send it. Oh, would help if I charged it, huh? Let's see if we can hit that target way out there. Oh, hit it once. Come on. It's a little finicky sometimes. I'm still getting used to it. Hey, those are hits. So yeah, just like if I was in a take and hold, I got to figure out the tolerance of the magazines in this thing. I don't know why it's acting up, but I'll figure it out. But once I figure it out, it'll be nice. But I really like this AK setup. Let's make sure I actually have it set up how I want. I'm going to toss it there and save that. They're vault compatible, so you can make as many configurations as you want, and you can make things like all these ridiculous AKs. We got actually a PP-19, which was another modded gun added to the game via the same mod menu, so check this one out. You can download them all at once from the same mod menu and enjoy those. Let's hands, boom. Hands, boom. That's real nice. And then once you understand that you're basically grabbing with your trigger and your grip at the same time, you can very easily just quickly swap over and get yourself going. And this is especially useful with AK platform weapons, because then you'll have that second magazine ready to go. Oof. At all times. Now you'll have to forgive me. It's been a while since I played, so my aim is a little bit off. Let's see if we can hit that target. Beautiful. I love it. It's really nice. Tan MOE AK using 7.62. And then we got another classic Centico with that BCM. And then, of course, since this is 7.62, this magazine should be cross-compatible. And right I am. So now you can play true Tarkov style and just have whatever magazine you have on hand ready to go. Because they have, check this out, they have a giant selection through this mod of AK mags. All of these of various caliber. You got your plum, you got your black, you got your Bakelite, You got your 7.62 Bakelights. You got a banana mag if you really wanted to go that far. Actually, let's try this now. Yep, 7.62. Well, ain't that neat? And then another mod with those foregrips added in, the Hera Arms CQR grip, and this thing, you can just make a total Space Gat looking thing out of that foregrip. Perfect. I love these AKs, man. And then, of course, the true Space Gat. The full setup. Skeletonized with those M4 PMags. And you can really play how you want to. Ooh, there's a guy over there. Let's lean that. Then, of course, you can grip and retain any type of magazine. And I would like to note that you can even do this to help with reloading those pistols. So let's find a pistol. Ah, yes, I forgot. They added in an available FNX Tactical 45 through that mod menu. So I do have the ability... Oh, come back here, you little sucker. Let's get in there. And then here we go. So now the cool thing to note about Better Hands is that as long as your hand is just in the area with these magazines, if you just mag release into it, it should automatically catch it. It didn't that time, but it should. Well, maybe I'm wrong about that. Okay, it says as long as you're holding the grip, it'll automatically fall in, and then you can just kind of hold that magazine. So if I wanted to, I'm empty, so now in take and hold, I can take advantage of that and just have a magazine ready. It's just that much easier for pistols. I'm going to use this heavily when I'm playing my casual games. And of course, if you're playing take and hold, and you want to take advantage of these mods, keep in mind that your scoring is disabled in take and hold if you are using this mod menu. So please don't try to use Better Hands to make it a little bit easier to get a high score and take advantage of that easier use of reloading applications and whatnot. So if you want to make the score, you want to get up on the leaderboards, play legit, disable the mod menu before you go in and play that way. So thought we'd take a second to get back into it, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video, and I hope you have a great week. See you next time. Bye.